It's the verdict Linda Watson's family has waited 16 long years to hear.
We, the jury, do find the defendant, David Dwayne Watson, guilty of the offense of second-degree murder of Linda Watson.
Decorated fire captain David Watson finally brought to justice in Tucson, Arizona for killing his ex-wife.
We're not vindictive people. We just wanted justice for our family.
It's an all-new Crime Watch Daily update on a story that started with an ugly custody dispute between Watson and his ex-wife Linda, the key witness who sealed the firefighter's fate. The wife David Watson married after Linda, spilling dark secrets in court.
He would always use the term, she needs to disappear. She needs to go away.
That's exactly what happened. Linda Watson disappeared. Her body wouldn't be found for 16 years. After she vanished, David and Linda's mother, Marilyn would start a new custody war. Marilyn writes she was afraid what happened to her daughter might happen to her.
She said, quote, "I just want you to be aware that if I should disappear, it won't be of my own choosing."
And she was correct. Marilyn and her good friend Renee Farnsworth would be shot to death in her driveway. Cops would question David, but he would have an alibi. He was with his new wife, Rosemary. The case went cold. But then, years later, Rosemary grows afraid and flips her story.
Why would I defend him? I don't even know. Because I was afraid maybe the answer would be something I didn't want to hear.
Police would arrest Watson, charge him with the second-degree murder of his wife Linda and first-degree murder in the deaths of Marilyn and Renee. But in a shocking turn, his first trial would end up in a hung jury, voting 10-2 in his favor.
Was there any possibility that the jury would want to consider further discussions?
Not at this time.
Prosecutors moved forward, putting him on trial again. This time the jury flips, voting 12-0 guilty on all charges. The decision leaving family and friends split.
Thank you, God. Thank you. Finally, Mom. Finally, justice.
We're shocked that you could take the same evidence that came back with a 10-2 vote and go 12-0 the other way without presenting anything new.
Watson will be sentenced in April. The once respected man who spent 20 years fighting fires faces the real prospect of spending the rest of his life in prison.